We have been living and traveling on boats for over 10 years and have been to some amazing places, from the most remote nook and crannies of the Bahamas to the secluded wilderness of the Pacific Northwest and almost the entirety of the U.S. eastern seaboard. However, there is one little section of the East Coast that we haven't gotten to fully explore yet. Until now, and it seems like one of the most picturesque, cruiser-friendly destinations with enough islands to keep you occupied for season after season. So come along for the ride as we explore Maine. Okay guys, we just left Jewel Island. We had so much fun there. It was such a cool little stay. And now we're on a quick little easy motor to an island called Sequin Island. I think that's how you say it. I don't know if we're going to be able to say. There's mixed reviews about the moorings and the conditions and the rolls in there. Apparently there's only 3 moorings. They're free to use, donation based, but you have to moor. But there's a lighthouse on the island, a bunch of trails, and we would really like to go, but we got to go see if there's any room for us and if it's going to be doable to stay the night. So we shall see, but we can see it and it looks so cool already. Another cool spot. We just met the nicest couple right there, Lori and Dave aboard their boat. They were super sweet. They gave us some spots to check out while we were here. And yeah, we're excited to explore this island.
Seguin Island is about 2.5 miles off the mouth of Maine's Kennebec River, forming a rugged, elevated plateau crowned with windswept vegetation such as blackberry bushes, bayberry, and ferns. The island is about 64 acres and has views of the mid-coast region of Maine. On clear days, you can see Popham Beach, Georgetown, Reed State Park, and even Monhegan Island or Mount Washington in the distance. Its maritime significance stretches back to early colonial days. In 1607, explorers George Popham and Raleigh Gilbert anchored beneath the island before establishing the Popham colony.
Hi, sweetie. Hi. You look just like Ace. Nice.
Seguin Island Light Station, commissioned by George Washington and first lit in 1795, is Maine's second oldest coastal lighthouse. The lighthouse stands 53 feet tall and boasts the only first-order Fresnel lens still in operation in Maine, with a focal length of approximately 180 feet above sea level, making it the highest light station on the Maine coast. A first-order Fresnel lens is the largest and most powerful type of Fresnel lens, standing over 9 feet tall and weighing several tons. Designed with concentric rings of glass that capture and bend light into a concentrated beam visible more than 20 miles at sea. The light was automated by the U.S. Coast Guard in 1985. The property, which includes keepers' quarters, fog signal, and oil buildings, and a tramway used to haul supplies up the steep rise, is now a museum operated by the non-profit Friends of Seguin Island Light Station, and is open seasonally to the public.
Look at you taking on the lighthouse. Good job. We just got a tour of the lighthouse. It was super cool. Apparently it is the second oldest lighthouse in all of Maine. And it's the only one that stays on full time. It doesn't blink, it's a constant light. So it was super cool to get a tour of that. Jetty made a new friend. He looks just like Marlin and just like Ace. He was so sweet. And now we're walking the trails. Fun fact, we've been dealing with ticks on all these islands. That's the one downfall of where we are. However, this island has no ticks because there are no mammals, which is really nice. Don't go inside.
All right, one more quick hike here on Seguin Island. Before we move on, I think our next stop is going to be Monhegan, which is, I think, a pretty well-known, oh, I guess we gotta go this way. Well-known island here. Definitely a destination if you're visiting Maine. A lot of people.
Quintessential
like a little
Maine island that you can only get to by boat, or I think you can get there by plane. But there's no cars on the island, and in the summer it's like a little artist community. So it's supposed to be really cool.
And I have a brewery, so we'll go check out brewery. You guys would be so proud of me. I haven't had beer in well, I guess I had a beer with Mike and them like 2 weeks ago. If you guys are ever in Maine and can get out here to Seguin, I definitely recommend it. They do a great job maintaining these trails. They're not super long or anything, but we had a half a mile back the other way and the other end of the island yesterday, and this is probably close to half a mile this way. Maybe not quite, but still really cool to be able to walk and access the ends of the islands and just check out new views, new things on the island.
And I think it's important to know that there's so many people out there that they only go where the anchorage symbol says there's you should anchor, and only if the reviews are good. But everyone's got a different kind of boat, everyone's got a different kind of skill level, so don't let those reviews dissuade you. We almost didn't come because first you have to have the perfect weather to be here, but I think most of the summer is the weather you need. And the reviews were the moorings aren't super secure, you're super close to the rock ledge, boats are super close together, and we're okay, well, we're gonna go by it, and if we don't feel comfortable, then we'll just keep going. We left ourselves with enough light to have a backup plan. But guys, it is so cool. And yes, the mooring is close to the rock ledges, but we pulled on them really hard, in reverse. It didn't move. They look brand new. They seem to maintained, and we're pretty far away from all the other boats.
Yeah, and there's a handful. There's 5 moorings in there, and some of them are close to shore, some of them are kind of close to the rocks. But again, you only need to be however many feet away from the rocks if the mooring doesn't move at all, which it doesn't.
And obviously we're 39 feet, but right below us at a lower tide was still 17 feet deep. So it looks like it could be shallow, but it's deep right up to the ledge. So it's really cool. So
yeah, I mean, everyone's got their own tolerances and their own, everything, but totally worth it, especially in a calm day. And yeah, super cool spot.
And I think people say kind of a similar thing about Monhegan. It can be super rolly in there. There's only a couple moorings, but we're gonna go check it out. And
I didn't read that. I read there's a bunch of moorings.
Oh, really?
But you can't anchor. You have to pick up a mooring.
Oh, I thought there was only 6.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll let you guys know.
Oh, that's our friends. Cool. Whale tail. Awesome. You heard it first, or you saw it first?
Saw it. Isn't that crazy?
So cool. Whoa. It is so small. just jumped! Oh my gosh! Whoa! Whale tail! Whoa! Whale tail! Whale tail!
It's acting normal though.
Why do you think you hit one?
Because I heard a loud noise. I thought I hit a crab pot, but everything seems normal. I don't think we snagged it. Monhegan Island is about 10 miles off Maine's coast and measures just over 1 square mile in area. There are no cars on the island except for the occasional pickup truck for essential services, so transportation is entirely by foot. Nearly 2/3 of the island is permanently protected by the Monhegan Associates as a wildlands trust, with 9 miles of hiking trails that pass through spruce forests, meadows, and cliffs that rise more than 150 feet above the ocean. Its dramatic seascapes and unspoiled beauty have long drawn artists. Painters such as Edward Hopper, Jamie Wyeth, and George Bellows all created work inspired by Monhegan. Fishing has also been central to life here for centuries, and today a small year-round community of fewer than 75 residents sustains the island's traditions of lobstering and art. I think it's a quail or I forget what the other thing's called. Guinea pig, a guinea fowl or something? Guinea hen? Pretty sure. Or maybe it's just a really weird looking duck, I don't know. Alright guys, we're on Monhegan Island. We're on a little trail. Oh, there's another trail. Should we go that way?
Let me go.
And we're gonna do a little hiking, a little walking around, check out the island, and then we're gonna hit the brewery.
We always try to have like a list of things that we really want to accomplish in a place. And in Maine, number one, we want to like forage for like, we got some raspberries the other day, but like raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, mushrooms, whatever we can get. Number two, catch some fish that we haven't caught before. Like I've never caught a striped black bass or like a haddock or a flounder up here that we could eat. And last but not least, see a puffin, because that would just make my year.
We didn't pass the Puffin Island yet, did we?
Nope. I don't.
Are they here in the summer?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like their island. I think their breeding island. I don't know. I got to do more research, but there are puffins here, and I want to see one. So yeah.
And I want to get some more mussels and eat them. And lobster. It'd be cool to buy some lobster straight from the lobster boat while they're like picking up their traps.
Yeah, and wait, I have one more. I want to snorkel and see a lobster underwater.
There's another mushroom. We don't know what kinds are edible yet, though. That's like a... I don't know what that is. Do some more research on that, too. More mushroom. There's mushroom. Yeah.
Oh, this smells like Christmas.
Yeah, it smells like pine, like crazy.
Guys, it smells like Christmas in August.
That's a good view. Wow. How cool is that?
It's so pretty. Now, if only we see a whale. Thank you. You guys, if you have a dog, and you travel, this is the best dog water bottle. Catherine gave it to us for...
Who's Catherine?
Billy's sister, my sister-in-law, Catherine gave this to us for either my birthday or Christmas, and it has lasted so long. That was years ago, and we take it everywhere when we take Jetty. And the thing with most dog water bottles is you give them water and then they don't want any more water and then you waste the water. But this, you press it and it goes back in the bottle and then you lock it and it doesn't come out. It's the best thing ever.
Not sponsored, and we'll...
Not sponsored, was a gift from...
But we'll put the link in the description to it. Nah, they're trying to sail. They're just in the shadow. All right, brewery.
Yeah.
Let's go back this way. It's so pretty. I don't see any.
I feel like we're on a different planet. Is this not wild that we're here? Where are the seals at?
All right. There's your taster. Two.
So it seemed like it was gonna be a while, so I ordered an ice cream.
I was gonna suggest you get an ice cream cone because you've been craving ice cream.
Well, then this came out, and it seemed like I don't know when the ice cream's coming, but we have pizza, and she gave us plates.
Should we eat it here then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same room we're in. That's it.
We have a long dinghy fish.
At least it's down here. Are you pushing? I'll hold the bow.
We did
I guess
so
we would have been
good.
fine in this harbor by now.
What you looking at?